Hi everyone. So I just wanted to update everybody about what's happening. To be honest, I'm really sick and tired of all of these violations and false orders and stuff. Obviously, this is intentional at this point because nobody, like a department, cannot possibly make this many errors. There's then some kind of serious issue there, but I am really concerned because obviously I sent consent to the Toronto Police Council and the Children in Society Council consent that to amend an order endorsement which was given to us yesterday, which contained false information. So I filed some documents with the court sometime late December, around Christmas time, and in the documents, one of the out of there's many things that I requested, but one of the things that I requested in there was that a family of a retired judge, Justice Lynn, her family may have been a victim of Section 380, subsection 2 of Criminal Code, which involves her daughter and their little grandchildren, her grandchildren. So I wanted an order. So I provided an order. In order, I wrote that the Toronto police should investigate to see if these people are in any way victim of this law 380 subsection 2, and that potentially if there's other people that have fallen victim of something like that, and that they investigate and assess cost and provide resolution or reimbursement to any affected parties. So that is what I wrote in my draft order, and in my affidavit I wrote that these people are likely are victims. I wrote victims in there, that they are victims of this crime, and that somebody should look into that and take responsibility, and the police should do whatever it is that they have to do. But when I actually received the order, and that is the submission I made in the court as well, but when I actually received the endorsement, it states that I accused her family, Justice Lyns family, of crime, which is 100% false, and I haven't done that. And since I found this information, since yesterday, I've sent many emails to the Toronto Police Council, who was at the court hearing and had access to all the filings that I had with the court, and in the portal at the case center where all the submissions are heard. The draft order was uploaded there, the affidavit was uploaded there, and also the Children in Society was obviously directly served with the documents, and she also has access to the case center, and and they were both in court when I made my submission in court. So the all of these has been in writing, plus I made the submissions in court. So in the order, I'm not really sure why it states that I accused her family, but that is obviously false. I'm being framed, or I'm being accused for making false allegations against somebody, which is completely false and very inappropriate, especially given the fact that I have a lot of court cases, allegations such as this, when they have serious consequences and impact in my life and my family, and that is something that needs to be taken very seriously, and I do take it very seriously, and I want to get this resolved as soon as possible. Now, since yesterday I sent a consent that this paragraph should be amended, I'm not like so basically at the end of the hearing, the court decided that they did not want to provide an order for the Toronto police to investigate any potential child trafficking, or if anybody has ever been victim of Section 380 subsection 2. The council came to court and said that it is the discretion of the Toronto police to decide what they want to investigate or not, and if they don't want to investigate, then they don't want to investigate. So I cannot do anything about that. So basically, like, I'm not at this point, I'm not really arguing the outcome of the order. I am just arguing that that paragraph should not be there and should be changed, amended, or corrected, whatever the right proper term is for this, because I have not said that, and that is serious accuse, and that will really, for a long term, will affect my family. And if I haven't made false allegations, then it should not be made in there. So yeah, so currently I'm still waiting for the Toronto Police Council and the Society Council to consent or provide, tell me what they want to do or not. I did speak with the Toronto Police Council briefly earlier in the morning. She said that she will look into it and get back to me. It's close to 12:30 right now, and I haven't heard back from her. I told her that I am on. There's a limited time frame that the court needs to determine if they can amend it or not, if the amendment will be on consent, or if this needs to move forward with an appeal. So I'm in a very short time frame, and that she needs to give me a consent sometime today, because I have to order transcript and prepare for motions and such. So I need to um, kind of get this going as soon as possible. So I sent her an email, and all of them actually, saying that they have until 3 o'clock today, so they have another 2.5 hours or so to review the documents that was filed with the court, what was written in my documents, if I actually made any allegations about Justice Lyns Family or not, and what my statements were in the draft document and my affidavit. And if they can recall whatever it is that I said in there, then they should just give me a consent so that I can bring a motion on consent and get this changed. But the fact that they're delaying this is clearly is very stressful to me. And I have several court cases, and I think this is going to impact my court hearings um, a lot. I mean, I'm not the type of person to be shy. If anybody is guilty of anything, I mean, I have had a lot of videos, social media postings about when I felt if a judge or any individual were breaking the law or in violation of such law. I'm not the type of person to be shy about it, and I do speak about it when I know for sure that they broke the law and they're lying. But in terms of the allegation that was made about me, that I'm accusing another judge, Justice Lyns Family, of child trafficking my son and etc., that is completely false. I've not made that allegations because I'm not aware of something like that. And that I have no contact with this person. If anything, I told the court that I used to follow their business um, social media profile many years ago, and then I stopped following them, and I felt that they may have been a victim, and I'm notifying the court that potentially it is possible that they were a long time ago. I'm not sure if they are anymore because I don't follow them anymore. So it is something, as a witness, if I've seen something, it is my duty to inform anybody that can perhaps inform them, and that if they can take any actions. So that is pretty much what it was. And obviously the court said that they cannot compel the Toronto police to do an investigation that they do not want to do. And I also told them that I do not feel like those issues are happening anymore that I am aware of. So it could have happened, like 4 or 5 years ago or so, or may not have happened. So it's not something that I'm 100% sure. It does fall under the jurisdiction of criminal code. So it's the responsibility of the Toronto police to look into something like that. So and that I don't know if these issues are still happening or not. So I'm not sure. So anyway, so that is basically what I said in court. I don't know how they read my documents and heard my submission and went to the fact that I was accusing them. That is like, other than the fact that they are likely trying to frame me, that it's that is completely false, and I have not made those comments or any allegations about their family. I have, like I said, like, I am not the type of person to be shy. If somebody was breaking the law, I mean, there's tons of videos where I said so many judges that broke the law and stuff. So if I felt like that, these people were breaking the law that I was aware of, then I would have spoken about it. I'm not the type of person to be shy about things like that. So the comments are completely false. And to be honest, like, this document and something similar, which is again another funny thing, is that the Children's Society Council also said that I asked for a similar motion from a higher court in Court of Appeal, and she actually even wrote it in her endorsement that she's seeking similar order from Court of Appeal. And both documents, like, even in Court of Appeal, which is an issued document, it actually even says in the document that, I am actually asking the police to investigate potentially, and that they should provide reimbursement to anybody that is affected. So, and this document, although I served it to the parties, like, in the proceeding, I actually sent it to, like, many people. Like, I know a lot of people in the government and stuff from before, so I forwarded to them, because when there's police involved and there's involving judges and courthouses and stuff, honestly, from my experience, do not just email the people affected. I know that is what it's supposed to be like, but from my experience, I feel like I have to keep tons and tons and tons of witnesses, because of, you know, these people have the tend to, like, make things worse than what it is. So I keep tons and tons. So, like, when I sent these documents, when I even the motion that was heard yesterday, where, this endorsement is, like, completely messed up, I served this document, the motion document, the draft order, all of that stuff was served on the office of the chief of police. It was served on the service TPSB, whatever email address. It was sent to a couple of Durham police officers, some individuals in Toronto police. It was sent to many different people. And then when I included all of these documents with a higher court in Court of Appeal, that, look, I actually filed these documents in court. Not only did I again serve all of these people, I included, like, the Attorney General of Canada, Attorney General of Ontario. I BCC'd the Supreme Court, so everybody is aware of what I actually filed and what kind of relief I requested, and the fact that I asked that these people should be reimbursed, and not that I was accusing them of any crime. So, yeah. So I mean, this is, like, completely messed up. The fact that it's 12:36 right now, and these people still have not been able to review the documents and provide a consent. There's only two people's consent that I need that was there in court yesterday. So I'm still waiting for that. Hopefully those things come through. But to be honest, like, there's, like, so many people. I have so many witnesses regarding this issue, and the videos that I put out there, just in case later it comes out, like, how come we never said anything, or this is not what was written in the documents. Like, no, like, when I served the documents, the same documents were served not only to court, and there's, like, tons of people, that at least, like, 30-40 different people that received the same documents, and they're very high officials, and in the legal department, that are very much aware of what I filed and what I'm being accused of. So this is very serious, that I'm being falsely framed for it, and then they're also not providing me with the consent to trying to correct these issues, and they're kind of dragging this on to trying to cause distress and harm in my life. Like, they haven't done enough already. So you can tell that these people are not someone that anybody really want to communicate with, or it's not somebody that anybody should be around if they want to intentionally try to cause harm into other people's life and intentionally try to frame other people. Like, that is just disgusting. So, that being said, I will let everybody know what's happening. I am trying to schedule a motion to have this order amended by February 5th of 2025. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I'm going to wait until 3 o'clock, and then I have an automatic email set for the transcriptionist to receive my email for the transcription order. And after that, even if these people consent, they're aware that they have to pay me costs for the transcription at least, because I gave them sufficient time and notice, and I told them that I would have to get the transcript and you have to pay for any cost that the transcriptionist impose on me, and I'll give them the invoice for them to pay me for that. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Another issues after issue. When I'm trying to help somebody, I go to court trying to help somebody come out of it, trying being accused of the people that I'm trying to help, which is ridiculous. I mean, this is very serious. I mean, not only did they not want to investigate potentially other people that are being harmed, they are also trying to frame the person who's trying to complain and ask the police to look into such concern that may have happened many years ago. Um, so so that is ridiculous, but I've done my duties in this matter, and then what happens next, it's up to them. And I'll go from there, and I'll figure it out. So I'll keep everyone updated about if I get subjected to any more hate crime, any issues that may arise because of the neglect of this decision, and that's the time it is taking to get it corrected, and the fact that they're perhaps potentially intentionally trying to harm my life. So, which is again, they know that I will be moving forward in civil court, where these people are providing conflicting information about what the Toronto police can do or cannot do. So we are going to I'll address that before jury when that gets there. So that being said, pray for me that it works out, and that I get out of here. But if anybody other than, I mean, nowadays I feel like other than the police, everybody else has like more access and insight into a lot of different things, and they do investigate a lot more than the police does. So if anybody has any access into if these family, Justice Lyns family, their little children, grandchildren were, if they were harmed, I would appreciate it, including me and my family. I would appreciate it if they contact any law enforcement or anybody and inform them that they may have been a victim, and confirm my allegations, so these people can get the help that they deserve and get proper justice and reimbursement for any cost they may have suffered. Okay, that's all. Bye.